Say, man, to all the Drake fans that seem to think that Kendrick Lamar will not be welcomed in Canada, you would be wrong. To all of the Drake fans that seem to believe that it's going to be some pressure when Kendrick Lamar get to Canada next year, you would be wrong. I got a couple of news reports that we about to get into, man, to kind of bring everybody up to speed with how the Canada folks and how the Canada fans of Kendrick Lamar is reacting to him coming to Canada next year in June. Now, Kendrick had a second date added. You dig what I'm saying? It was originally on the tour date schedule for him to be in Canada, in Toronto, Canada, on June the 12th. Now, they've since then added another date, which is the next day on June the 13th. So I'm going to get into this vibe report, and then we're going to move on with some other news reports about how everybody in Canada is reacting to the Kendrick Lamar tour. So, this vibe report, Kendrick Lamar and SZA and second Toronto show. The two musicians are embarking on their grand national tour next year in April. Kendrick Lamar and SZA has added shows to their collaborative grand national tour before hitting the road next year. The stadium track announced earlier this week added another showing in Los Angeles as well as Toronto. Now, the duo will perform 3 concerts in the Compton rapper's hometown and 2 on the turf of the biggest rap rival, Drake. Earlier this year, as the feud between 2 of the hip-hop biggest stars erupted, other musicians affiliated with Kendrick Lamar had complications with their Toronto shows. Schoolboy Q's stop in Canadian City on his Blue Lips tour was canceled, and the Top Dog Entertainment rapper hinted at Drake's involvement. This is what Schoolboy Q had tweeted at the time when his show got canceled. Here's what he said. "They just canceled my show in Toronto," he explained, with a laughing emoji. "Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing." He continued to detail, "Top was just with Wayne and Baby," shaking my head. "Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium," adding, "If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now, when somebody gets hurt, don't cry." The report goes on to say Toronto and Los Angeles are only 2 anticipated stops on the 2025 tour with Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Stadiums in Chicago, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and more are all prepared for the superstars to arrive. All of these cities, more or less, are like the report is saying, are all preparing for the superstars' arrival. So this means that state and local resources will be allocated for the safety and protection of Kendrick Lamar and SZA and whoever their guests are on this show. To the donkeys like Top 5 that seem to want Kendrick Lamar to come to Canada just butt naked by himself, like he got some type of point to prove to a Top 5, and he does not. You dig what I'm saying? And the report goes on to say, in its first week, the 12-track project moved 319,000 equivalent album units in the U.S. with 379.72 million on-demand official streams. GNX holds the 3rd biggest streaming week for an album this year, following the record-breaking numbers of Taylor Swift. The Tortured Poets Department, which posted 891.37 million and 428.54 million streams in its first week and second week. So Kendrick did better than anybody this year. 3rd to Taylor Swift, which holds the top number 1 and 2 spot, and he came in 3rd with having the biggest year on album sales first week. You dig what I'm saying? Now, for those 2 dates of June the 12th and June the 13th. Now, the original, like I said, the original tour date was only supposed to be 1 stop in Toronto, Canada next year on June the 12th. This is the original dates, and this is the second date that they added. June 12th, June 13th. So back-to-back days, back to back. You dig what I'm saying? No pun intended. Now, they gotta love Kendrick Lamar in Toronto, Canada, in order for them to book another day of his stadium tour. You dig what I'm saying? And I got a report from the Toronto Star that just kind of gave a brief detail about these ticket prices. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta love a man to be paying upwards of $1,000 for a ticket. So the Toronto Star is reporting that tickets to Kendrick Lamar's Toronto concert are now more than $1,000. Is this now the new norm? And the report goes on to say tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. Friday for the two shows in Toronto on June 12th and 13th. On Ticketmaster, the cheapest upper bowl seats, these are the nosebleeds, in the 500 section are priced at $367, while seats in the 100 sections are $656, and the most expensive seats on the floor are going for $1,446. Now, you don't put that kind of money in the pocket of a man that you hate or that you dislike or that you don't want in your city. You dig what I'm saying? It is what it is. You spend that kind of money to go see somebody because you're a real fan. You're a fan of the music. You know, no emotion involved about who won or who lost. You're a fan of the culture. You're a fan of the music. You're a fan of Kendrick Lamar if you spend that kind of money to go and see him. And, you know, moving right along, Drake also got roasted by the Toronto Blue Jays as they promote Kendrick Lamar's upcoming tour. You dig what I'm saying? Now, there's a Toronto Blue Jays reporter that's been getting some chatter and getting some feedback about, Kendrick Lamar coming to town and performing at the Blue Jays Stadium. You dig what I'm saying? And this is one of the headlines. Famous rapper Drake has been getting roasted online after the Toronto Blue Jays latest announcement. As pretty much everyone is aware, over the last few months, Drake and rapper Kendrick Lamar have been going back and forth, taking shots at each other through their songs. While the two are still major rivals, the Toronto Blue Jays decided that they are either unaware of the beef or simply do not care, as they have booked Lamar to play the Rogers Center in June of 2025. Of course, the big announcement has earned reaction from countless social media users who can't wait to catch the duo live. The official Toronto Blue Jays X account even recently shared a post about their scheduled stop at Rogers Center next June. Fisher. Since the announcement of Lamar coming to town, Drake has been taking some serious heat online, as fans having been poking fun at the fact that his biggest rival is coming to town in June. Unsurprisingly, other users are out in full force with jokes about Drake being betrayed by his own city. While some think this is nothing but business as usual, others are clowning Drake and calling this something else to add to Kendrick's already list of wins. Despite the rap beef, this is a great move for the Blue Jays, as this show will surely bring in a ton of money, seeing as Lamar just released an album that is doing incredibly well and is seen as one of the best rappers alive. So, with all that being said, Kendrick Lamar is he having his moment right now. We don't know how long that moment is. I seem to think that it'll go on for as long as he wanted to if he is consistently dropping records. You dig what I'm saying? Drake has tapped out of the fight. He is taking on another fight with UMG, with everything that they got going on with his contract and all of these things. But as pertains to music, Kendrick is holding it down, man. And to everybody that got an issue with Kendrick going to Canada, knock it off, man. He going to Canada. Not just one day, but he's gonna be there for 2 days. And as you heard in the report, everybody is ready. And I'm talking about ready in terms of like the city. Like, these folks ain't about to let something with this much attention come to their city and just lay down and allow something to happen. You dig what I'm saying? And as they further went on to say, Like, this is good for business. Regardless of, that's what all of this is business. All of it. All of it. All of it is business, bro. You dig what I'm saying? It's good business for Kendrick with everything that he got going on personally and everything that he got going on business-wise, and it's good for the economy. You dig what I'm saying? Because no doubt, people are spending money on these tickets, and they're going to spend money leading up to and on the day of the concert. It's a lot of money going to be spent, not just on tickets, but on everything in Canada, everything in that area. You dig what I'm saying? So they're not about to refuse that type of that type of business, that type of influx in money being spent into the economy because they feel some kind of way about Kendrick. This is business, bro. It is what it is. So hey, that's the update on everything that's going on with the Canada reactions. So everybody that's thinking it's something different, it's not. The news reports that's coming out of Canada, they are fully ready and able and prepared to welcome Kendrick and SZA next year, and they're gonna have all bases covered in terms of safety and protection, so they can move around and about that city and have a successful 2 days in Canada. And it just is what it is. And to any donkey that want to go out and try to cause problems, your ass gonna get locked up or get yourself hurt. So hey, knock yourself out. I get at y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be smooth. I'm out.